and we're running it back with the two teams from Super Bowl VI. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from Miami. D. Eskridge to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
Here's 2nd and 11. He's on the move. He takes it himself. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Here's a chain up the middle. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
44. Ready.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of 6. Brings up 3rd and 15.
Sending a receiver left. Here he is on 3rd and long. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for. Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First down, here's Dak. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go. Any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Dak off the play fake. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now they have 3rd and short. Dak throwing again. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Another throw for Prescott. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Throwing again is Dak. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And the holder keeps it. He's running. He's going. And they'll bring him down. The fake does not work. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready, shot. Out.
Going play action. Tagovailoa. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. I thought we were coming here to call an NFL game today, partner, but this has me smelling peanuts and hot dogs. This is starting more like a baseball game. We got a 2-0 score here, still in the 1st.
Kind of like a little pitcher's duel, too, right? I mean, just one of these games, and if it starts this way, who knows where it goes from here. But I do know this. It's a confidence builder for a defense. When a defense can go out there and not just get a stop, but put points on the board, man, does that usually infuse them with energy to come.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their early lead to 8. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the... They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Eskridge on the return. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Miami offense headed out there now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Ready. Out.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. He's got Smith. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
This finds Smith. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. Gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Ready. Ready, set.
Now Tagovailoa to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. Kavontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! I take 26.
From the gun is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot. Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
It's a fake from deep on their own half. And he's caught before he can challenge for the first, so the fake doesn't work, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs.
Ready. Done.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
All right.
To throw, Tagovailoa. And that falls incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
All right, come on.
Motioning left is their running back. A-Chan reels it in. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Aubrey puts it through. And that gets them back within 5.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with the high percentage make.
Returnable from near the end zone. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak out of the pistol. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, Prescott. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. Here's Dak. That's completed right side. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott here from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys widen their lead to 11 in the 1st. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Flip to the kicker. Oh, he's running! And the defense all over the fake. They stopped that one well short of the goal line.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
Skridge on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
13 yards on the play. That's good
Go ahead.
for a Dolphins 1st down.
Two and now from the gun. Completes this one to Braxton Berrios. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46.
1st down, here's Tua. Rolling left, buying some time. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That was Micah Parsons making that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
It's safe.
At the Cowboys.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo. And that ball is zipping all over the field.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Play action, Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jump.
And we've seen this before. It's a fake. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Tua off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 47-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
First down, here's Dak. Catch made by Cooks. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go. 26.
Dak now from the gun. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Cowboy first down.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Now Dak to throw. And a man is there to knock that away.
You ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Dak throwing again. Finds him over the middle. He's got the first down grab and still going. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped it.
Big gain downfield. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 14-point game here in the first. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play,
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Dolphins 6. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Eskridge on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
Yeah, ready. Set. Set.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
24-yard line.
Set.
From the 24. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Cowboys offense headed out there. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys grow their lead off the turnover. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys grow the lead now to 22 points.
Dolphins 6. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Eskridge on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. They go play action with Tonga Vailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Oh, Kate. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Ready. Out.
Another try following the sack. Escapes the pocket. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming.
Ready. And on.
Throwing now, Tunga Vailoa. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety.
Result of the play.
Brock, I know you're a big fan of referencing baseball. Well, I believe that was 3 sacks and they're out. Or in this case, get off the field following that safety.
No, that's a good call right there. You want baseball, Kate? I'll give you
Yeah?
baseball. You know what that was? That was the equivalent of an immaculate inning in baseball. 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts, you're out. Back-to-back-to-back sacks. That's immaculate. And I don't think we'll see it again in this game.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick.
Automatic first down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Yeah. Here, 26.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Yeah, here we go. Right, 26.
From the gun is Prescott. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so second down coming up.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
Throwing again is Dak. He has it at the 5. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead.
Dolphins 6. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Eskridge on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series.
Out, done. Get on.
They run the counter to Achane. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Able to find Achane. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Achane on the inside give. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready. Ready, set.
On play action, here's Tunga Vailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
They're right here.
Tunga Vailoa now working from the gun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
What do you think?
Prescott here from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
And your Cowboys first down.
Here we go. Right side. 26.
First and 10, Prescott. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already.